Let's check out the record labels of Eurovision 2024. Hello world and good evening Europe. This is Eurovision Good to Know. Welcome to our channel. This video is all about the record labels of the Eurovision Song Contest 2024.
We start with a general overview.
There are two large groups, 12 songs from Universal Music Group and 13 songs from indie labels. Both Sony and Warner have very low numbers, 2 and 3 songs respectively, while 5 self-published songs is a rather big margin for the self-published group.
But now for the details. The 12 songs from Universal are
Rim Tim Tagidim for Croatia, the longest song title which I refuse to pronounce for Estonia, Zari competing for Greece, Hollow representing Latvia, The Tower competing for Poland, Grito representing Portugal, Veronica from Slovenia, and The Code for Switzerland, which eventually was the winning song.
Also, Universal Music produced 4 out of 6 entries that were pre-qualified for the grand final.
Mon Amour representing France, Always on the Run for Germany, Unforgettable from Sweden, and Dizzy competing for the United Kingdom. Now let's check out the few songs from the other so-called major record labels. First up, Warner Music Group.
They had only 3 songs in Eurovision 2024, and these were
We Will Rave from Austria, Sand competing for Denmark, and La Noia representing Italy. And the third major label, Sony Music.
There only 2 songs were
One Milkali for Australia and Özünle Apa from Azerbaijan. From these two very small groups, let's go to the biggest group, productions by indie labels.
Those were 13 songs in the Eurovision 2024.
Jaco representing Armenia. Before the Party is Over for Belgium. Laya competing for Cyprus. No Rules for Finland. Firefighter from Georgia. Scared of Heights for Iceland. Luktelk from Lithuania. Fighter for Luxembourg. In the Middle for Moldova, Ulveham from Norway, 1111 for San Marino, Zora representing Spain, and Teresa and Maria for Ukraine. There were also 2 songs for which the national broadcaster acted as publisher as well.
And they were
Hurricane representing Israel and Ramonda competing for Serbia. Finally, our last 5 songs were self-published. This is a rather high number of self-produced songs.
And it applies to these 5 songs.
Titan competing for Albania. Pedestal representing Czechia. Doomsday Blue for Ireland. Loop competing for Malta. And Europapa for the Netherlands, who, as we all know, got disqualified before the grand final.
It is an interesting coincidence that of these 5 self-published songs, only 1 was performed in the grand final. Anyway, so much for Eurovision 2024.
If you want to know more about how many songs were from which record label in which year recently, you can find information on the years 2019 to 2025 in our video about record labels in Eurovision 2025.
Linked in the description below.
Thank you very much for watching, and we hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to leave us a comment. We would love to get some feedback. Also, of course, like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you soon.
Goodbye.